Well, I just used my new flail mower for the first time on this little tiny, almost garden tractor. Let's check out what kind of job she did for us. Hey, what's going on, folks? Bienvenue. My name is Wade, and this is Sabine River Valley. Well, I got something new for the Kubota here, and I'm pretty excited about it. So let's just get to it and take a look. This is an EFS-48 Flail Mower from MechMaxx. It's a standard version flail mower. There's no hydraulics or anything like that on it, but it only requires 15 PTO horsepower, which is absolutely perfect for the little Kubota. We want to use that tractor actually as our lawnmower. I call it our zero turn sometimes. So, you know, a flail mower is great for that. It can you know, do a little bit better cut, a little bit cleaner. I should say that. It can do a little bit cleaner cut than a rotary cutter, right? Which a rotary cutter would be perfect for pasture, you know, a field, something like that. But for a lawn, this can do just a little bit cleaner. And so that's why I really wanted one. When I bought that tractor, it came with one, and that one turned out to not be so great. And I was really down about that. But I came across this, and I've been looking at it for a while. And I was talking to Lucas over at Peaks Peak Hobby Homestead, and y'all should check his channel out. If you don't, you probably already do.
I thought to myself when I pulled the side-by-side in here, I really should just park it far enough back that it's not within reach of any of the trees before I start. That was my first mistake.
I was talking to him about it, and he is sponsored by MechMaxx. And so I really wanted him to get one and show us, because there's really not a lot of videos out about it. And he has that little BX Kubota tractor, and I was kind of hoping that he could get one for that thing and use it. And so, but this past week they had the Equipment Expo out in Kentucky, and Lucas was there, and he went over and talked to him, told him that, you know, that I had been looking at this and really wanted it, and they actually gave me a little bit more of a, I guess, an expo discount, which was really cool. It was just, I got 10% off, so I was really excited about that. So I've got to do some work on it, put a few things together on it before I can actually connect it to the tractor. I know a lot of people have maybe a 25 horsepower tractor, or 24, right under 25, so they don't have to mess with any of the emissions stuff on them. Some people have maybe a 21, 22 horsepower, small horsepower tractor, and they're interested in flail mowers. So I was out looking for something like that. I've tried to help a number of people find something like that. And in my search, I came across the MechMaxx line of flail mowers. This is one of their standard flail mowers. It's the EFS-48, and it only requires 15 horsepower. And, you know, and then it'll go up a little bit larger, but 15 horsepower is the minimum requirement for it. So on paper, it matches my tractor here. We'll see if it works. We'll see how well it does. But I'm hoping, my hope is that it does a great job, because that's what I really wanted to use this tractor for. I bought this tractor so that myself, my sons, we could have something that we could tear apart and work on things when it needs it, right? I've got my larger TYM tractor, but it's brand new, it's under warranty. I'm not going to be doing much of that myself at all. I'm going to let my dealer take care of that while it's under that warranty period. But for this is a great way for us to learn on, and we've already had to do some work on it. I've changed the front axle seals and bearings. I've done a whole restore up there on that. I've done work on the hydraulics for the 3-point hitch. I've replaced the O-ring and backup O-ring on the cylinder. I've replaced all the O-rings in the main internal valve for it, and it works great. So I've learned a lot with the tractor, and now I'm really hoping that, you know, we can use this as our zero turn. So I've gone through and I've filled up the gear oil. This didn't ship with any in it, so I made sure that I got that filled up. I've gone through with the belts and made sure that they're as tight as they need to be. I've put grease in her, so she's pretty much ready to go. If you're into the way a mower looks with your tractor and matches it, I think the orange goes pretty well with it, you know, even though this one's faded a little. The build quality seems pretty good. There's a few things here and there that I would like to see done a little differently. One is right here on the gearbox. I can't find a drain plug on it at all. And the fill port is easy to get to, but the fill level port that you check that at is kind of hard to get to. And I had to use a stubby hex key to get in there to get that. There's what looks like a fill port here on the transmission shaft with a fill check on this side, but there's nothing in the manual that tells you you need to fill this or not fill it. I went ahead and put gear oil in here until it started to come out at this point, just to be safe. I don't want to run it without any kind of lubrication that it might need. So I hope that's right. We'll find out. The welds themselves look good, and it doesn't look like they tried to grind it down to hide anything. So it looks like it will hold up fairly well. You can adjust the roller back here. There's 5 different holes that it can go in right now. I could actually bring this up some and let this sit lower in the back. That'll help you get a closer cut. I'm not trying to do lawn quality at the moment with it, but I do plan on doing that. But right now, I'm going to be cutting the side of a field with it just to run it through its paces and test it out. So I'm going to keep that there. What I'm going to do, though, to adjust the height really is I'm going to adjust it from the top link. So if you pull that top link in as close as you can, you're going to have a shorter cut. You're going to bring the front of that mower down and you're going to have a shorter cut there. If you adjust it where it goes backwards, it will bring that mower and that ski up, and it will allow you to get a taller cut. So this is a great place to make those adjustments. Now, sometimes still you need to adjust this bar in the back to get it right. Because these skis right here, if you try to adjust this, if you rely just on the top link and you adjust this too far forward, the skis can actually dig into the ground and it'll make your lawn look terrible. So if you see that happening when you're trying to get the height where you need it, then you know that you're going to need to adjust this back roller also. Well, that's enough talking. Let's get her fired up and see what she can do. well, I think she held up to the test. Some of that stuff was gnarly. I don't know if you saw that or not, but yeah, it got pretty thick out there, and the mower did great. My tractor, it's right on the edge of that horsepower needed for this. And there were a couple places where it got a little thick that with my other flail mowers, I don't notice that kind of bogged down with the horsepower with the tractor. And this, you know, it got a little thick there for it, and she made it through. I would have to pull up on the hitch to raise her just a hair, but she did make it through. And I'd have to go, you know, those real thick areas, I might have to run right back over one more time. But the mower itself did pretty well. And this is what she looks like after she's done. Little dirty, but no worse for wear there. You can see that we got a little oil out of the breather right there. So, and I definitely used that fill level port on the side to make sure that we had the right levels. Had a level on the mower to make sure that it was level while I was filling it. So, but she got a little bit of a workout. But she's dirty, and she looks good dirty. That means she's putting the work in. So this is the cut that we got. It did pretty good. It mulched up a lot of this stuff. So if you can see that, this is what's left of that. You know, all of this was probably, the smallest was probably a foot. And you know, it got up to maybe, oh, I don't know, probably almost 6 foot in certain areas. So, but she did a really good job. We can look right here. I haven't cut this yet because I've got some stuff over here that I want to take care of. But this was about where the grass started growing, and it was kind of its shortest. And that's about maybe 18 inches right there. So somewhere around a foot, 18 inches was the shortest out here. But it was a pretty, I mean, this is a pretty good size. This was probably, I don't know, I'm not a good judge of this, but I would say maybe half an acre cut for. And plus I did some on the back side of our fence over there that was just ryegrass that had grown up really thick through the winter. But she did really well. She did a really good job. I'm really pleased with this. And the reason that we have that mower is not even for this. I just did this as a test to show y'all what it could do and show myself what it could do, right? Because I'd never run it before, so I didn't really know. But that's our zero turn. That's our lawn mower. That's for the lawn. So that's what she's going to be doing is lawn work. So she'll do that just fine. And if I ever do need to do something small with her, I know that I can. You know, I kind of know the limit. I really think I do know the limits with her now after this. So this looks really, really good. But anyway, all right, well, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. You know, like and subscribe if you don't mind. I am trying to build this channel now. I'm trying to be serious about it. Try to put out videos as often as I can, and I really do want to build this up. So please like and subscribe, and you know, come check us out next time you see a video pop up. But anyway, again, thank y'all very much for watching, and Lord willing, I will see y'all next time.